Hello, everybody. I hope you all doing well. Thanks for stopping by. We need to talk. Now, for the past few days, I have been recovering after multiple mental breakdowns I had throughout late June into all of July. Don't worry, I'm back to a somewhat neutral state now. However, I need to make this address here. Nostalgic Entertainment is taking a hiatus for the rest of this year. Now, during one of my posts, I got a comment saying that Nostalgic Entertainment has died. That is not the case. But right now, I really can't work on content anymore. Right now, at least. I need to focus on my long-term mental health. I've been getting out of breaks for the past few days in July, and really it's been taking a toll on my mental health. I've been thinking short-term when I need to be thinking long-term. So for that reason, I can't work on videos for the rest of this year. I'll have to wait until next year for a fresh new start. Now, all the previous projects I had planned, I may have said that it's been canceled. That was an overstatement. It's not canceled, just pushed forward to next year. That's all. It's getting a second chance, basically. Enhanced and much more while I'll get my mojo back up and running. I do like to thank all my supporters that really has got me to this shape that I'm in. To all my all-stars, friends on Discord, I'm at 522 subscribers right now, or 24, somewhere around that margin, close to 530. I did say, I think an update video, I was going to do a Q&A when I reach 500. It's coming, but next year, sadly. Don't worry though. All of this and more will be all worth it. It'll benefit me because my mental health will be back in stable condition. It'll benefit you because all that patience, you'll be rewarded with a mouthful of content. As long as I don't overwhelm myself and burn myself out. Crashing myself, I should say. So, what really has happened to my mental health? What caused my breakdowns? A lot of it's personal. However, a lot of it relates to activities on social media. I cannot go into specifics, but didn't expect it to really take a toll. The biggest one, however, was, well, I don't know. I really don't want to talk about it now since I'm in an okay mood and maybe talking about it will lower the mood. I only really don't talk about it to my more personal friends, so I'll talk to them instead. Don't worry about that all that though. So now that you're here, wanting to see new content, but you can't, what are you supposed to do? Well, if you are a newcomer, there are loads of content from my previous years, including my years before Nostalgic Entertainment brand happened on March 20th, 2021. Don't recommend watching those though, but if you want to, that's up to you. As you can tell, yes, this is from a new PC since I did destroy my old one in a matter of a breakdown. It is in terrible shape now. Unworkable condition. Technically it works, but let's be honest here. I had that thing for a decade. It was probably close to being croaked. So, I don't think it was a major loss entirely. I could use this opportunity that it's somehow still alive to back up the rest of the files I have and shape them onto here. Even though the hard drive in this computer is not as big, the external hard drive is pretty massive, so you can always use this from time to time. Unless it fails on me all of a sudden, in which case we have a major problem, possibly. But it's best not to think about that. If you watched all my nostalgic entertainment content, then why not check out the other all-stars I have? Square Tentacles 997 is still pretty good with his content. He introduced a lot of new characters, so you should check that out. Mike's Toontowns, he's back to making some videos of his. Just don't pester him like a lot of other people have in his past. It affected his mental health pretty good, so don't do that again. If you're that person who pestered him and just stopped, and you're coming to me, don't pester him again. And the others who are planning on doing it, stop and think about it, man. Don't. ToonFan91 also publishes. CartoonFan18 and UV sometimes publish. However, they are good friends outside of YouTube, so check them out as well. And I said in an update video, However, due to its poor quality or poor viewmanship, you might not know. But I'll say it again. I am a voice actor of Halo Studios Boot Up. If you haven't heard of it yet, then check out a previous community post I made relating to that pilot video. Recommend it. It's made by Sora the Panfloof, doing pretty good when it comes to content writers nowadays. He is about close, halfway there to 2K. Recommend giving it a subscribe. But if you're subscribing for other content besides Boot Up, I wouldn't recommend doing that. If it's period for Boot Up, then get that sub in and out fast, baby. In, I say. Just keep it in. Odds are, when I come back, you probably won't see this audio quality when it comes to my microphone. But everything else, when it comes to thumbnails and video making, everything should be the same. In fact, with a brand new, fresh operating system, it said Windows 10, but it upgraded to Windows 11. I don't really see any major changes, but nostalgia gaming though. That could be a change when it comes to PC games. Maybe it'll be more or less frequent. I don't know. I should test that out background wise. But when it comes to other consoles, I have plans of really ramping that back up, going to like bang bang, if you know what I mean. If you don't take it out of context, to like go full on, full speed ahead, if you know what I mean. At least try to at the very least. So yeah, nostalgic stories, and still have plans for that. That big pick this year, sorry, it has to wait until next year. But there should be a beneficial reward for all that waiting time. If it's half a year, it's technically half a year at this rate. Nostalgia reviews, I do want to do some stuff with that, but it's kind of hard to put my groove on things when I got these other things planning on. Maybe I'll find the right groove around during my break. So yeah, I'm gonna be gone starting tomorrow, which is August 1st, of uploads and mainly posts on Twitter. Although I will be active somewhat, rarely active. I don't know exactly. I would say somewhat active on DMs, mainly Discord and Twitter. But don't pester me about that though. You'll make the recovery time worse. So don't pester me on that. I might post status updates on the YouTube community posts and maybe Twitter, but that's really you'll see nowadays. However, next year, Nostalgia Entertainment should be back, hopefully better than ever. I did say it was going to be a big year, but look at that, only a few videos this year? That's pitiful. But yeah, there's always next year with a fresh start. I gotta really need to get this mic. This is not good. I tested out earlier. It's not horrible, but it's not good either. It's not good for videos. I'll need to invest in a new one during my break hours. But I do hope you understand everything I'm going through right now. Now I want you to know this: even though I'm in a hell of a mental trauma state, I am not suicidal. That's the one thing you need to note. I am not suicidal, and I never was to begin with. Even though some of my posts may lead to that, my earlier posts I deleted for reasons. I wasn't suicidal to begin with. Didn't have that true feeling. So that's something you need to keep in mind of. If you are worried about that, well, I want to make sure those worries are extinguished. And that probably covers the entirety of this. I want to make videos again, but I can't do it with a poor mental health state. Otherwise, I feel like that this is torture and not fun. So, this is mandatory for me. Even if I do make a full recovery around maybe September or October, I'm not making the same mistake the third time. I am keeping this break intact until January of next year. Well, in the meantime, you can take a look at my past videos. Some you haven't seen in a while, your personal favorites. And if that's not enough, check out my All-Stars. If you haven't even checked my All-Stars yet, it's a perfect time to do so. Like, seriously, man. A lot of content I made here were inspired by all All-Stars. Some of them, all members combined, believe it or not. So, keep that in mind. But overall, this concludes this hiatus update. I really hope you understand and watch it to its fully. Again, I am not doing well, but I'm not doing horrible either. I'm in the middle ground, in the unfavorable section, the light unfavorable section. So, recap. Nostalgic Entertainment is not dead. It is going on a yearly hiatus, half a year hiatus until 2024. In the meantime, though, you can watch the other content I had and vice versa, especially if you're a newcomer who just tuned in. I'm not dead, but I need this break more than ever. For the time being, I will be semi-active on DMs with Twitter and Discord. Be warned that I might not respond all the way because, again, I am on break. But I might respond as soon as possible if circumstances are doing well in my book and I'm not really doing anything right now. But overall, this concludes this update. I do thank you all for watching all the way through, and thank you for embarking me on this journey. Right now, I've hit the brakes, hit the emergency brake, more specifically, but I should be back on schedule next year. I do appreciate all the support you've been with me throughout these years. It's been a blast. Right now, we need a break. But the party will continue on next year. I'll see you guys then. In the meantime, stay safe.